Hello everyone, this is StiltzkinKupo84, representing Cat and Fam Gamer TV. Welcome to our All Shields playthrough of Final Fantasy 12. That's probably not going to come into a whole lot of account on this episode, because we're not really going to be doing a lot of fighting. This is part 2 of the Great Cockatrice Escape side quest. So this is definitely going to be a bonus video. I sort of fell asleep last time in the middle of trying to get Chit to go back to the pen. So I guess let's try to go to Jahara and get Shuri. See Jahara. There we go. So Shuri is not in the Chocobo pen this time, as in Belfenheim, when Moomer was with the Chocobos in the Belfenheim Chocobo pen. But they found another cool place for her to be. You can speak the tongue of the cockatrice, and ask this one why it has come here. All these guys are just gathered around. They're all just like, whoa, what is going on? Well, so I guess some of them have other things to talk about. Who is raising cockatrices near here? Well, Zertinen means the underworld. I didn't know that. Truly hellish. Oh, okay. Oh man, that's our hunt guy who we signed a petition. That's our petitioner. Why do I feel I've seen it somewhere before? Well, maybe you've been through Giza or something. Hello, sure is my name, and pecking at stuffs me game. Haha, not to worry. I ain't gonna peck ya. Just having a laugh in it. Me, I live with the nomads back in Giza, normally I mean. But I got into me head to find out how the other half lives, so I thought I ought come here. I didn't realize how far it was, but got here and then met a load of them nice gariffs. God, what about a mask, eh? Wish I had one. Okay, she wished she had a mask. It came from the plains? It likes your masks. Praise my mask. You must thank this cockatrice for me. Lands of the Giza nomads. Quite a journey for such a bird. Please tell the great chief that we have a visitor from the village of the Giza plains. Alright, well, we can't thank it for praising this Garif's mask. I guess, yeah, culturally, nobody would praise your mask because it's the same thing everybody wears. It'd be like me just like saying, hey, cool jeans. Especially since they put it on and they never take it off, so it's not even like a new mask. Like, you only say cool jeans when somebody's wearing a new pair of jeans or something. Oh well. Alright, we gotta talk to the great chief Ubal-Ka for this. A visitor from Giza. Ah, it would not do to let her leave empty-handed. I am quite indebted to the nomads there. Would you deliver this to our guest for me, and also pass on my regards to Brunoa, elder of the nomads? The gift to the great chief. Long have my people had contact with the nomads of Giza Plains. Many are the times they evaded us. Oh, okay. Let's get on double speed here. A present from the great chief herself. For me, little old Shuri, you're having a laugh, ain't ya? Yeah, you're serious, blimey. Present from the Garif chieftain, eh? Gore, them Garifs don't half know how to treat a lady, innit? Hoo-hoo, just wait till I tell the others about this. That ought to ruffle a few feathers. Okay. Well, she's dancing a little happier now, I think. Now sure, you can return to Giza with your gift. I am sure your family waits for you. I'm glad to see the cockatrice safely on its way. Many thanks to you for your help. I had heard rumors of this device that allows one to speak with the cockatrice, but never did I expect you to go find one. The feather of the flock it's called. Oh, how I wish there was such a thing for Nana. The beak of the herd, maybe? Hehehe. Well, at least the mystery of the cockatrice is solved. Thank you. Here, for you. We got a platinum dagger. There's a Nana. If you had a beak. Oh, Nanas do have beaks. That's odd. I never noticed. I guess I just figured they were a herd like livestock. I didn't think that they were I don't know. I never paid attention to them before. I thought it was like a cross between a goat and a yak or a sad buffalo. I don't know. But they have beaks. Okay, let's go. We got Shuri. We need to go to Sasan. We'll get Sasan next in the South Bank village. So we need to go to Damaska Easter Sand. I'll save here. This next exercise to get the next cockatrice is sort of like it's almost like a game of rock paper scissors. Well, I guess not. I don't know. It's kind of complicated. You'll see. All right. Well, we got to find her chocobo first, or I mean, our cockatrice. Where's our cockatrice? Huh. We can't find her. Sasan wants to see Tori in North Bank Village, but won't go near Nathal, the wolf. Alright, so we have to find... Oh, here she is. Oh, this is a tiny one. I want to see Tori, but I ain't going nowhere near that bleeding Nathal. I ain't thick. Ah, yes, Nathal the wolf. Alright, so... Tajiri. Cross the river. Let's cross the river. Have you seen the cockatrice in the village? Its name is Sasan. It comes around every now and again. I think it's friends with Tori. You should help Sasan cross the river to see her. But poor Sasan's scared to death of Nathal, so it won't be easy. So, what we'll do is... we're going to cross the river with Errol. Because Errol is Nathal's boy. Now this seems like the most dangerous part of the whole thing, because you've left Nathal back in South Bank Village with Shuri, or Sasan. Cross the river again. Yeah, we will. No one. Now we're gonna go... now we're gonna cross with Tajiri. And we're supposed to bring Nathal. Wait a minute. Oh, we were supposed to select Nathal the first time. Nathal. Well, we'll bring Nathal now. Alright, we were supposed to take Nathal first, which we screwed up. Then we were supposed to cross with Errol. Now we're supposed to bring no one back a second time. You should help Sasan cross from the South Bank. Of course, Sasan won't go near Nathal, so it could be kind of tricky. No one. Alright, well, we'll just, we'll bring Sasan. Yeah, we totally crossed in the wrong area. We crossed with Nathal first. Nathal ain't nowhere to be seen. Now there's nothing stopping me from popping over to the North Bank and seeing Tori. Guess it doesn't matter. I always thought it mattered who you brought first, but they just want you to bring both Errol and Nathal before you can cross with Sasan. Yeah, I'm surprised that we didn't show up after taking Errol over and find that Nathal had gotten at Sasan. That would have been more realistic, I suppose. I guess maybe we need to bring Nathal back? Yeah, let's try this again. we gonna have to do the whole thing? Oh boy, okay, so there's Nathal. Alright, well, so we're gonna bring Nathal out the first time. We're gonna get across the river. Okay, Nathal. We'll get Nathal over there first. Then we're supposed to take Errol, I guess? No one. Now we cross the river with Errol. Alright. We're supposed to come back again while taking no one. He's gonna find... Where's Nathal? Oh, okay, so he's got Nathal over there now. Alright, that makes sense. No one. Now we'll take... I guess it did matter. I guess doing it wrong does have a consequence. It's not a realistic consequence like, oh, say, Sasan being in red bloody pieces if you took Errol first. But hey, whatever. I guess something like that would make this quest missable. And we don't want this quest to be missable. Even though at the end of it, 2 high ethers is what we have to you know, for the end prize is what we'll win. I bloomin' miss you, Tori. What's it gonna take to get you to settle down with me, eh? Well, if it isn't Sasan, run away from Giza again, have you? Tara must be worried sick. What's Tara got to do with it? This is between you and me, Tori. You're always trying to avoid it, but enough's enough. It's time to listen to your heart. I'm glad you came all this way to see me, but think of your poor friends back in Giza. It's not fair to them. Think how Tara must feel. You know you're the only cockatrice for me, Sasan. Oh wait, no. You know you're the only cockatrice for me, Sasan. Now be a good boy and head back home to Giza, alright? I'm your favorite? Honest? Sure you ain't pulling my leg? You don't fancy random humor? You know you're my favorite, Sasan. You hear that? I'm her blinking favorite. Me, hoo hoo hoo. Better hurry back to Giza and announce our plans for the wedding. Alright, Sasan. Off to Giza with you now. Give my best to Tara and Danya. I'll be waiting. Can't hardly wait to see the look on everyone's face when I give them the good news. Hoo hoo hoo. Thanks for your help, son. I'd never have gotten close enough to propose without you. Here's a little something for your trouble. Did you help Sasan reach the North Bank? That couldn't have been easy. You can be quite a chicken at times. Take this for your trouble. We got a Koga blade that we cannot use. Wonderful. Does this little guy have anything that we haven't? Ooh, an enormous worm chased me through the western sand, but I gave it the slip, I did. There's no place to go unprepared. We already have all the maps. Alright, well. Let's cross the river. They never charge us. I don't think the fee is terribly expensive either. Like, they really could have charged us if they wanted to. Alright, so we got Shuri. We got Sasan. Next is Agatha, and Agatha is in Arcades. So we're going to do something else first, because it plays into everything. We're going to teleport to the Fawn Coast. Oh yes, and we will have one combat. So we have, in our menu, we have a clan primer. That's linked to all the hunts that we do, and the hunts are like a worldwide thing in Ivalice in Final Fantasy 12. So there's the regular hunts, and then there's the Clan Centurio that we're a part of, which is where we get all of our elite hunts. So the you know, the Little Love on the Big Plains, the Kravitz Power, Crime and Punishment, blah 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 blah, all the way down to a Dark Rumor and Battle on the Big Bridge. So that's its own separate line of hunts that you do from Mont Blanc in Clan Centurio. Now there's a third club called the Hunt Club, and this is where stuff starts to get a little confusing, but that's okay. Hi, it's you. I think I told you before, but we're looking for sharp-taloned birds of prey, not spring chickens. Best of the best. Now I hear you brought down the Mandragoras in Sochin, and I've been considering you for future opportunities with us. You can hear all the tales you like about a fellow, but the true test of a hunter comes here in the bush. That's right, a test. If you can accomplish the task I shall lay before you, I'll let you into our little hunt club. Venture out into the bush, hunt down the game that I assign you, come back and I'll tell you more. So are you a bird of prey or a chicken? I'm a bird of prey. Right. Now the game I want you to go hunt is called Thalassanon. Normally I'd have you out in the bush searching for yourself. Since this is your first time out, and we happen to know where one is, I'll make it easy for you. He's close on the Vadu Strand. Now, your game is what we call rare. You can't expect to just walk out and find them all over. No, you've got to know how to flush them out, and that isn't always easy. Listen now, the Thalassanon can only be spotted from a good elevation. Even if you don't see him at first, pick your spot and keep looking. Dispatch him and he'll drop a shelled trophy. You bring that to me. Now I've gone a bit out of my way to explain things for you, but the hard part's up to you, the hunt. Find your game, hunt him well, and bring back that shelled trophy. Me, I'll be here awaiting the good word. Good hunting. So this is the Fawn Coast Hunters Camp, as if we needed a whole nother agency to hunt monsters for. And these monsters are not going to show up in our clan primer, because the clan primer only is for Clan Centurio hunts. No, this is a rare game that doesn't show up as an actual hunt. They're going to treat it like an actual hunt in the story, like flavor-wise. They're going to flavor it as an actual hunt, but it's not. These are rare game monsters. And so you further have a distinction in this game between the rare game monsters that apply to this Fun Coast Hunters Club hunt mechanic, and then the rare game monsters that don't. Well, all of the rare game monsters that apply to this Hunters Club mechanic in this game will only be there once. So all of the most rare game that we're gonna find and defeat and get a trophy for, basically if it drops a trophy, that means it's never gonna spawn again. There will still be some monsters that are rare monsters that will spawn indefinitely, but none of those types of rare monsters are the kind that will drop the trophies that we will need for this event. So it's really kind of arbitrary and kind of involved and not altogether explained very well. But, you know, that's how things work in this game. You have a Clan Centurio that you do regular hunts for, and then you do elite marks for the leader of the Clan Centurio, and then you do rare game hunts for this organization here, and the rare game that you will hunt does not constitute all of the rare game that's in the, you know, Final Fantasy 12, but all of you get it. It's really overdone, and so he gave us a tip that we can only spot Thalassanon from a high location, so that you have to spend a certain amount of time up at the top of the crest looking down in there. And he finally popped, which is good. It wasn't that long, honestly. I've waited longer to find Thalassanon. Okay, here we go. Kill this bird first. Then, let's get Dispel on that, baby. We're definitely going to want to have Fran steal from this guy, because this is going to be our only opportunity to steal from him. Once he drops that trophy, he never respawns. We'll just go highest max HP. Oh, you know what? We have to take off any of the Fira Gambits and the Shades of Black Gambits, because he's got Reflect on himself. Therefore, we can't use any magic on him. Wow, it's really hard for Fran to steal from this guy here. Let's equip her with a Thief Scuff and see if that makes any difference. We're probably going to have to turn off the attack gambits too. Ash and Pinello. Because I don't exactly know what we're going to get off this guy, but I don't want to find out that it had been something super huge that we needed. Oh man. A nugget of adamantine. See? That is important. As a matter of fact, I wonder how many adamantine that we're going to need, because that seems super important. That seems like something that we're going to want to retreat and come back for, actually. FF12 adamantine. Okay, well, yeah, we got a rundown now of all the different games that adamantine has been in. We only need 12. I hate how the Final Fantasy Wiki does this. We only need the iteration that goes in 12. That's why I put Final Fantasy 12. Never mind. Never mind. We don't need Revenant Wings. Okay, so you can get it from Adamant Titans in the Zerby Steppe or Baraham Passage. It can be stolen from the Lacenon. 2 are needed to unlock the Ultima Blade at the Bazaar. So I think we may only need 2 of these things. FF12 adamantine recipes. Well, this is wrong. This guy says it can't be stolen. Yeah, no, that's wrong. We just stole it. We're... Okay, so we need 2 adamantite for the Ultima Blade, and then we need 2 adamantite... No, just 1 for the chain link belt, which is the bubble belt. So we got Ultima Blade and bubble belt. We need 3 adamantite total. We have 1. That's our first one. So I actually want to retreat now. And I want to come back and try to steal 3 from him. You know, I should have went into the secret entrance there. I might do that next time I have to run away. Okay, we're going to turn back on Shades of Black and the Thera and the attack. Kill a couple more monsters on our way in. Well, we're getting more LP this way. It's gonna take longer, but whatever. Alright, now is the Lacenon still there? No, he has been... Yes, he is there. Okay, now... we're gonna go... steal on him. Asanon has nothing to steal? Okay, so we have to run away farther then. We're gonna have to zone away 2 zones. So the way that we're gonna do that is, I guess we'll run out this secret exit here. And then we have to go 2 zones away. So I guess we'll run up to that, where that save point is. We can get some items there. Oh, a bunch of bagglies. Well, these guys will hunt you for days. These bagglies come a-trooping from miles away, seemingly. But yeah, most rare monsters will spawn indefinitely, and that's why you can, you know, grind them without fear, but these monsters will go away once you get the trophy. So that's why we're gonna save without it having been killed, because we can always go back and kill it again, or well, steal from it again. Now that we have zoned 2 zones away, the encounter will be reset. We zoned 1 zone away before, and that's why it didn't reset on us when we went into the camp. But we'll be back. Now I could just scoot by with 2 adamantite, and you know, I could try to turn in the bubble belt recipe at the same time as the Ultima Blade recipe. But just to be safe, just to be careful, I'm just gonna go ahead and steal 3 of these things. You know what? Those bagglies will just... I don't know if they're coming after us or what, if they gave up the chase. I'm not gonna worry with them. Alright. I feel like that poor Lobo will always be killed by us. There'll just always be the wolves in the wrong place at the wrong time. We've got 1 piranha down, and the Thalassanon is despawned. So we have to go all the way back up to the top of the hill to even get him to show back up again. And I don't think we need to kill that wild onion. Because I don't think that there's a need in here for any, you know, sometimes there's a need for all the monsters in a cell to be gotten rid of before the creature will spawn, but I don't think that's a requirement here. So we've still got the Thalassanon popped, and we've got the wild onions there, so. And we've got other enemies spawning randomly, so we're good. First of all, we're going to take the Steel Gambit off Fran, because we need her to help here. And there's still Asanon. Alright, now we're going to put the Steel Gambit back on. Steel, please. Oh, we're going to take the Gambits off for magic. And while we're here, we might as well just take them off for attack as well. Because our girls are hardy enough where we can afford to just let him beat on us while we heal ourselves for a while. Oh, you know what? We got Gambits here, though. We do need the lowest HP attack Gambit on. Clear up these piranhas. And then we're going to also need the Gambit on for flying. Faux flying. Faux flying. Oh, we got a nugget of adamantite, so we can run away. Wonderful. Alright, well, we'll kill this bird here. I mean, this wolf. We never got that Pyrolisk to chase us. I figured he might chase us if we ran. And we'd have a fair fight where we didn't have to fight the Thalassanon. Honestly, even with the Thalassanon there, it still would have probably been a fair fight for us. We do have combat Gambits on, don't we? No, I switched them off. She has Fira. Why isn't she using Fira? Flying. Alright, well, we're going to take that off. And we're going to do flying again here. Come on, Penelo. There we go. I don't know why Penelo was refusing to cast Fira on this flying creature. That was insane. I know that Fran and Ash were busy with the Bagalies over there, but that shouldn't mess with the Gambit too much. Especially after Penelo had already cast fire upon a Pyrolisk and basically changed targets at that point. You would think that the AI would say, okay, well, we're gonna have Penelo finish up this Pyrolisk. Well, we saw an anomaly. Alright, so on our third attempt at the Thalassanon, we'll be able to kill it as soon as we get that nugget of adamantite off it. And of course, drawing attention back to the fact that all of this is necessary because we are trying to get in this exclusive hunt club. And that will come into greater focus once we visit Arcadia. Alright. I don't think we have cleared the enemies down there, but that's okay because like I said before, it's pretty even if we have to fight Thalassanon. alongside a bunch of other enemies. We're that powerful right now. What we really just need is for Fran to do a good bit of stealing. And I'll switch that gambit on as soon as we deal with this Pyrolisk, I guess. Alright. Steal to your heart's content there, Fran. Fran is not able to steal from the last one. Okay, well we're gonna want to switch off our magic gambits because he's got that reflect back up again. Yeah, let's just switch off all of Fran and Vanilla's attack gambits. Okay, now we get our gambits back on. We're ready to rock and roll. We have our steel gambit off. Ah, you know what? I'm not going to have Fran fry us on accident, so I turned her magic gambit off as well. Now, just to make sure, in our loot, we have 3 adamantite, and that is rock and roll. I mean, we could get rid of that reflect. Oh, actually, it wore off by itself. How timely. But just using Dispel would take away from the speedy nature of us just being able to beat it to death with our weapons. Oh, it's immune. Ah, okay, so right at the end it becomes immune, I'm assuming, to all physical damage. Now let's do Fire Vulnerable. All 3 of the ladies. Fire Vulnerable. And hopefully, our magic can bring it home. There we go. I believe that was Shades of Black from Hash that finally brought it in. We're going to get a trophy, and we're going to take this back to the Hunt Club guy in Sun Coast here. And thus, a new hunting legend is born. We're not just Rabanaster hunters now. We are also Arcades hunters. We are international monster hunters at this point. I don't know if that gives us diplomatic immunity or something. That would be funny in the storyline if it did. Sort of would undermine the entire plot of the game, but whatever. Let's see. We'll go back to our Hunt Master guy here. I believe you passed the test. Welcome to the Hunt Club. Out for your next task. I know. Why don't you have a word with our 3 Banga brothers over there? Good hunting. Alright. Attack. So you pass your test. If the huntmaster says you're good enough, then I suppose I might as well put you to work for me. Now listen, this is what I want you to do. There are rare game monsters out there what have mutated. They're a sight meaner than the usual fare. Your usual marks, they get posted after damage has been done, but we want you to find these rare game before lives are lost, see? These rare game, they aren't going to make it easy for you. You have to find them and bring them down before you know they're rare for sure. Well, that's not altogether true, because we have a game guide. If they drop a trophy when they fall, congratulations, you've just felled yourself a rare game. Now you bring them trophies back here when you get them. We won't pay you direct like them usual marks, but you'll get yours. So this is like an internship. Okay. See, if you bring in enough trophies, we'll put things out at the outfitters for you to buy. Give them to me and I'll stock up weapons. You could give them to my brothers too, but I don't see why you'd want to do that really. So how about it? You want to join the hunt? Say yes and I'll send you on your way and you can turn them trophies in to whom you please. Of course that's me, well. Right, well, you ready? I'm ready. Right, then have at it, boy. Bring your trophies back to me. You get lost or aren't sure what to do, you talk to the hunt master. He's been at this since I was still crawling. He'll learn you right. You don't got a trophy, do you? Try a little harder there, boy. So this is like the arcades version of our Muthru Bazaar, I guess. So we have the Muthru Bazaar, which is run through Clan Centurio by clan points, and this Arcades clan has a special bazaar that's run through trophies. Oh, so he tells you who you've given trophies to, and we haven't given anything to anyone yet. They're not just lying around waiting to be found, you see. More often than not, you won't even know where to start looking. That's when your fellow hunters come in handy. Most of the lot here are just looking for regular marks, but some of them might have heard reports of rare game on their travels. Ask around. So that's the clue, that we might get clues from other guys who are here in the surrounding area. The hunt club isn't just for sport, you know. When rare game is spotted on a rampage, we're the only thing between it and its next victim. While your average mark is posted... Oh. Okay, well, he's starting to get into our dialogue that we've already seen. Luckily for us, we found patrons in Arcades with an eye for what we do and the interest to support it. In fact, they wager on our hunts. Remember they were talking about that? The wager is simple. They pick a favorite hunter, and should he fell the most game, they win. You're a guest here, so they'll not wager on you. For you, we have a different contest in store. Now when you hunt rare game, be sure to bring a trophy back to us. Okay, my question is, to which of the Banga Brothers 3 will you give it? That's our little wager. Give the Banga of your choice some trophies and you'll be duly rewarded. We'll put some things in the outfitters for you. The more rare game you fell and the more trophies you bring back, the more goodies you'll find at the outfitters. Suppose I should tell you we've worked out a system of avoiding getting too much of one thing in the outfitters. See, we split things up. Attack is in charge of stocking weapons, Block is in charge of armor and the like, and Stock handles everything else. So Attack, Block, and Stock. Wow. Think well before turning in your trophies. What's available at the outfitters depends on how many you bring in and who you give them to. Okay, so there's a whole mechanic for that in the game that we'll get into a little more as we get into the role of hunting these rare marks. We're not there yet. We did all that just now so that we could do this in Arcades. We're gonna find a cockatrice here for the minigame. The Great Cockatrice Escape storyline that we're doing. And while we're here doing that Great Cockatrice Escape storyline, we might as well go ahead and snoop out the entire area. Because that's where we're going to be going anyway. The cockatrice we're looking for is up here, in a part of Arcades where we need the chop. I see you have a sandalwood chop. Would you care to go to Central now, sir? So if you hadn't done all the matching in Arcades all at the beginning, all at once, you wouldn't have a sandalwood chop. You'd just have a standard pine chop, and you couldn't get up here. So you see how some of these minigames are entwined, right? It's kind of crazy. Alright, now, this cockatrice here is avoiding us. First, the party must gain access to the Grand Arcade, which is where we're at right now. To obtain this item, you gotta do the information exchange. Upon entering the Grand Arcade, the party finds the cockatrice Agatha, who is looking for a mate. The mate is on the northeast corner of the alley of Low Whispers in Old Arcades. Tell Agatha about the cockatrice, and she leaves immediately, giving your party the tumulus, and eventually returning to Giza. So we have to find a way to tell this darn thing that we're gonna go help it find a mate. We just have to maybe approach from behind? No, because it knows. Clear the area. This cockatrice is dangerous. I'd tackle it myself, but it's big as well as nasty. Alright, so what do we... How are we supposed to be able to talk to this thing? We can't even get close to it. We're walking slow. Who would have thought something so pant, big, and ungainly could move so wheeze fast? Alright, well... I'm just running at it. Ah, we finally caught him. Boy, that ain't no way to be looking at a bird. Better stay away if you don't fancy a peckin'. Need me grub if I'm gonna make something of myself. And I better start making something of myself soon, while I still got me feathers in it. Yeah, you heard me. Cockatrices can make something of theirselves, and I'll prove it. I'll be one of them belly-wethers you see if I won't. Don't know how, though. Hang about. What if I was to find a proper classy fella and get hitched? Yeah, that ought to do it. That'd do it. No trouble. How'd I find a classy mate? I saw a prim cockatrice in Old Arcades. Yep, we did. We found that on our way through. Oh, really? In Old Town, you say? Well, he does sound classy. I bet he's right off with blue blood and everything. Probably down in Old Arcades helping the poor or something. So very much, darling. Well, I'd better get off and meet this handsome uncle then, hadn't I? Ta-ra! Okay. Have this for your trouble, will you? Go on, don't be shy. Take it. And take it before I change my mind. A tumulus. Right then, if you ever come back and have made something of myself, I'll sort you out, alright? Make you a senator or something. Nah. Okay. Well, we don't need a tumulus. That's a two-handed ranged weapon. But we're glad to be here. Not only because there's a trophy for having went to every part of the game, but also because there's something we could do in this particular part of the game. Go in the back here, up on the balcony, and Arcadian gentry. Peaceful, so very peaceful up here. Something going on below, you say? Whatever it is, I assure you, it will have a small effect on our little circle. I dare say peace will last as long as the Empire's glory, forever. Okay, so she's detached from anything going on, and of course there's trees and a garden and all sorts of arboreal stuff happening here. Trying to persuade people not to jump off. Horticulturalist. This is the guy who did it. Look, even at this height, greenery abounds, shrubbery in the skies, and you're looking at the bloke who made it happen. And a few gil. Okay, so he's just bragging about getting paid to do this, I guess. I tire of these dull, drearisome days, and you? Are your days filled with excitement? Actually, yeah, we're doing the excitement thing. Now there's this guy here. Travelers, are you? You've been by Fawn Coast? What's that? You mean to say it was you who did for the mark and not the Hunt Club? Friends, listen, this gentleman claims he did for the mark we requested of the club. Perhaps we put the wrong men in Fawn, eh? Ha! Then allow me to propose a deal. When you've hunted down a fair share of marks, come back here and regale us with your tales of conquest. What? No, we'll make it worth the trip. Keep us appraised of your exploits, and we'll see you're suitably recompensed. Okay, so this guy here, we've already laid rest to a formidable foe. We await news of your further exploits. So this guy here is the Arcadian version of Mont Blanc, and he doesn't get his own real name. He's just called Hunt Club Owner, which leaves us to believe that he's not going to be as beneficial to our cause as Mont Blanc has been. True enough, he doesn't give us any elite marks or hunts. And I suppose that if he did, then maybe the developers would have saw fit to give him an actual real name. But yeah, basically he's gonna give us he's gonna give us prizes every now and then. Okay, so that person doesn't want to be friends with us. So yeah, we're basically, every time we fell a monster in the game, we go to Mont Blanc. Every time we fell a rare game monster in the game, we come back to this Hunt Club Owner in Arcades. And now we are fully hooked up to all of the hunting agencies in the Evolus of Final Fantasy XII here. Alright, well that means we have one place left to go. It's the last Chocobo, or the last Cockatrice, rather. We have to go get Ren, who I showed you in the previous episode. I'm gonna give Ren a good fair try. Hopefully to, you know, catch him for the tail end of the video. Make it a cool, it would be a cool ending to the video, I guess, if I was able to catch Ren. If I don't do that, if it takes too long, then, you know, I'll do it off camera. I'll catch him. Don't worry. Done it before. I'll do it again. But this game here sort of gets a little old. It's frustrating. It's something that you just do as long as you can stand it, pretty much. Okay, we're gonna go this way because he's going toward the Clan Centurio club over there, and well, he's gonna come around this way, so he's gonna come down this hallway. We want to be ready for him. We want to be here. So I feel like if we hide behind this pillar, this sign here, maybe we'll get a little farther out before he notices that we're here. Nope, nope. He saw through the sign. Didn't make a bit of difference. Alright, well, we're gonna have to, we're gonna have to hide behind this pillar here. Ah, buddy. You're supposed to... He's gonna go around the long way now. Ah, man. You're supposed to be able to walk out slowly, but every time we move, he runs away. So I don't know if maybe we have to use the D-pad instead of the joystick. I mean, that's possibly it. No, when we use the D-pad, it just does that weird targety thing. Ah, there goes that stupid bird. Okay, well, we can run around the back, and I'll try to get him again this next time. But it's definitely going to be one of those things. It's going to be hard to get him. Oh, he was on high alert for us. What, did he see us around the corner? I don't get that. He must have already saw us. And that means that I should probably not hide behind the first pillar. I should probably hide behind, like, the last pillar, I suppose. Let's take ourselves off a double here. Oh, this idiot is gonna walk right in our way. See that? You idiot! I'm gonna kick you in the back of the head. I can't wait to drop kick you. I am so mad. So mad. I wish there was NPC brutality in this game just for that. Oh, man. Alright, well, I don't know, guys. I don't know what the answer is. I just know that this cockatrice is coming our way. We have to sort of hide from him, and we have to sort of... Ah, we were so close. So close. Turn on double speed, we'll run this way. I don't know exactly what to do. I mean, I've done this enough times, you would think maybe it would be a little easy for me, but no, not really. Got too many people in the way over here. Maybe we'll just blend in with these people. We see the game senses how far you push the stick, and it's gonna be like an art of pushing the stick slowly enough that we can move, and you know, fast enough. Well, I mean, I don't know. I guess it says to move slowly. There we go. What's all this? Are you ruffling my feathers? Oh, yes. Oh. No. Oh, do forgive me for running away as I did. Wow, I almost let him get away again by picking the wrong answer. That would have been bad. Since departing from my home on Giza Plains, I've been gripped by the most terrific paranoia. As it happens, I recently came of age, whereupon I find myself in dire need of a mate. Sadly, Giza's candidates were underwhelming. So I quit those desolate plains and soon found myself set upon by beasts intent on eating me, humans intent on selling me, barbarians all. Then it all became clear. Chit, she was the one. If she had returned to the plains, then I too would go home. This is why we did Chit first. Alright, now we have him going back to the plains. Let's see about Kitchen. Is Kitchen here with us? No, she is not. She would be fighting here in the middle of everything, if she were. Let's see, Kitchen. If we can't find her real quick, then I'll just find her later. But sometimes she's here in the middle with these guys. She's fighting amongst them. Sometimes she's she's standing here instead of this guy. She's like watching the door. We'll find Kitchen later. We're not gonna worry about that right now. Oh, well, here. Followed my sister's example and left the wood, but it has not been an easy path for me to walk. Oh, is she... Maybe we haven't put enough game time hours in yet? I don't know exactly what's all up with that. But I do know that in order to end this great cockatrice escape, we have to go to Giza Plains during the dry. And our weather eye here, let's see, it's the middle of the rains. Okay, so it's the middle of the rains, so it'll be a while before, like, I have to wait for a while for it to become the dry again. But that is basically the entire Great Cockatrice Escape quest. Now all we have to do is revisit Giza Plains during the dry to get our reward from Dania, the lady who looks after the flock. And 2 high ethers is the reward. You can also talk to the cockatrices once more to hear how their adventures turned out. So maybe we'll do that on the next episode. Go ahead, like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Later.